Our mind, a maze of intricate thoughts and beliefs, often becomes a self imposed prison. We unknowingly construct mental barriers that repel positive influences and entrap ourselves in a cycle of negativity. This self sabotaging behavior stems from the dense ego, a formidable warden that reinforces these self inflicted confinements. The ego, driven by a relentless pursuit of self preservation, operates like an iron gate, guarding against perceived threats to its fragile sense of identity. Positive thoughts are met with resistance by doubts and fears, like menacing shadows are welcomed as companions. The ego clings fiercely to negative beliefs and memories, using them as weapons to justify its existence. It whispers treacherous lies, undermining self worth and encouraging a sense of weakness. In this self created prison, we seem to be isolated and disconnected from our true potential. We retreat into a void of darkness, surrounded by the echoes of negative thoughts. Opportunities for growth and happiness are dismissed as pipe dreams, while setbacks and failure are seen as confirmation of our perceived shortcomings. The ego, like a skilled warden, skillfully manipulates our thoughts and emotions, keeping us captive within the confines of our minds. The irony of this self imprisonment is that we believe each of us are protecting ourselves from harm. We cling to our negative thoughts and beliefs as though they are life rafts, unaware that we are drowning in a sea of self doubt. The ego, in its relentless pursuit of control, convinces us that change is dangerous and that vulnerability is a weakness. It whispers seductive promises of safety and security, keeping us trapped within our mental confines. Throughout life, we often encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable, like an impenetrable fortress overshadowing our path. It is in these moments people are reminded of the power that can shatter even the most formidable barriers. I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass and cut in sunder the bars of iron. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Lord, which call thee by thy name, am the God of Israel. This is a passage from the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verses 2 and 3 in the Bible. Source possesses the supreme force to remove all hindrances that obstruct our way, whether we know this or not. That's the unrivaled love we're shown regardless. The promise of Source's intervention is clear. No matter how wicked, dangerous, or impossible the challenger may seem, Source will shatter them into pieces in this life or the next beyond time, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. Nothing goes unnoticed. Source sees all, hears all, and knows all, because Source is all. The significance of this divine intervention lies in the fact that it is beyond the capacity of mere mortals. We may strive to overcome our challenges with determination and perseverance, but there are limits to our human abilities. True liberation from the shackles of spiritual entities requires the intermediation of a higher power, a power that can touch the unseen, break through the impassable, and cut through the impenetrable. This power is not limited to external obstacles, but extends to the inner workings of our moral values. The mind, like an iron coffer, holds both positive and negative energy. Just as an iron case can shield its contents from external influences, so too does the mind have the power to guard itself against the intrusion of harmful thoughts. Just as an iron case may become rusted and weakened over time, so too does the mind become clouded by negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are like insidious parasites that feed on our energy and well-being. They drain us of our motivation, creativity, and joy. They will guide us to feelings of anxiety, depression, and worthlessness. Like the fabled Pandora's box, negative thoughts can unleash a torrent of hardships upon us. Just as an iron case can be used to preserve its contents, the mind can be used to keep positive thoughts in and negative thoughts out. Positive thoughts are like radiant beams of sunlight that illuminates our path and dispel the negative thoughts. They fill us with hope, optimism, and a sense of purpose. They empower us to overcome our challenges. The mind's ability to hold positive thoughts and repel negative ones is believed to stem from its magnetic nature. Just as iron is believed to possess the ability to attract and hold magnetic energy, the mind is believed to possess a similar power in relation to thoughts. Positive thoughts are like magnets that draw in more positive thoughts, while negative thoughts repel them. To protect the mind from the corrosive effects of negative thoughts, cultivate a positive mental attitude. By constantly feeding the mind with positive thoughts, we can strengthen its magnetic barrier and make it more difficult for negative thoughts to penetrate. When a negative thought enters the mind, we should not give it power by dwelling on it. Instead, we should acknowledge its presence and then gently dismiss it, replacing it with a positive thought. People throughout time have attributed supernatural powers to various materials, and iron has been no exception. Iron has been widely believed to possess the ability to repel negative energies. The belief stems from very old cultural practices. In ancient mythology and folklore, iron was often associated with strength, protection, and the ability to ward off malevolent energy. Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans believed that iron could protect them against demons and other malevolent forces, supporting the use of amulets and talismans worn by guards and warriors to shield themselves from harm. Iron is a conductor of electromagnetic energy. It has been believed that electromagnetic fields can alter our behavior. Some have suggested that iron may interact with the electromagnetic field, disrupting or redirecting negative energies that are perceived to be harmful. Iron bars and gates have long been used for its strength and ability to keep prisoners contained, whether steel or iron barriers. But they also possibly serve a symbolic purpose. By creating a physical barrier of iron, the hope possibly is to prevent negative energies from escaping the prison. This practice reflects the belief that negative energies can be transmitted through contact or close proximity, and iron acts as a protective shield. Regardless of anyone's opinion on this, the most important takeaway from it is to keep iron faith within and without. Think iron thoughts and release what doesn't serve a positive you.